When we had last left the Spacefarer, they tried to get to Aquila City on Aquila, but unfortunately they were waylaid by cops and had to go in a runabout manner to get rid of a whole bunch of contraband really quickly and then smuggle the rest on board, which they forgot was inside of their aid section of their inventory. But then finally they arrived and had a gigantic debriefing with the Freestar Rangers top brass. And it was from there that Alex Shadid was able to unencrypt or decrypt various slates that led them to, yes, you guessed it, a big super secret base complex that was run by the First Cavalry. It was located on Arcturus II and was not just a regular factory, but an old mech factory. Now it was time to go out there and perhaps kill them all. This is Starfield. Welcome back. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Let's do it. Now, in between videos, I also did our inventory management and got rid of our contraband, so hopefully we won't run into any more weird issues. Okay. Well, I guess we don't know where it might be here, right? Yeah, let's just set course. Jump it.
Already got him bracketed.
Oh! The first Thresher? Oh god, okay, I don't even have any... Okay. Fucking shoot him! Okay. Turn down the engines! I need more guns! Alright, the guns are good. The penis is evil. Kill him. Okay, good, good, good. Jesus Christ. A Wendigo. Oh, level 41. Well, look at that shit spinning off. Okay, we're in combat with more? Seems that way. Fuck them up. Oh dear God. Whoo!
Their shield system is damaged.
Yeah, they just cannot contend with us whatsoever. Okay. Good. Oh dear. There you are.
We took down their shield. This is so much fun.
Creepy Man is fucking dying at them dying. Oh, they're all going to fucking die! Oh, fucking maniac. Damn. Let's get their shields.
And likely their spirit.
We're system down.
And likely their spirit. He's deranged. Okay. There we go. Pterosaur? What is their naming convention? Huh. Alright, well, we got them all, I think. Let's see. Is a thresher also a type of, like, ancient animal?
Grav jump capability is up.
I guess I'll take all these. Why not? Let's scan for the rest of their remains. Would be nice if we had some ship parts. Another pterosaur. Let's also get, let's see here. Some more engine power. So we can run out here and pick up all this junk. In fact, let's just cap it out. Oh shit. Okay, I was looking down at the bottom left of the screen and just ignored that. Yeah, I'm just flying directly into the debris. Okay. Good. Power that thing up. Man, look at all this shit just out here, huh? should be able to send out little drones from some sort of drone bay in our ship to just loot everything. There we go. Ship parts, money, more weird shit. More ship parts. Or like I keep saying, a fucking tractor beam. If we got like gravity control, artificial gravity in some way, which I still don't think we fully heard an explanation for. Maybe we're just meant to accept that we have it in some way. Right? I believe folks have written in that grav drives are linked to the artificial gravity everywhere, but I don't think we have yet to receive a proper explanation about it, you know? In this playthrough. Okay. Good. Have we gotten all of the goodies? Oh, look, yes, spaceship debris. Dude, I really think that this shit spawns down there after we have a fight. For real. That 100% seems like something they would do. Okay, should we immediately go to the Freestar Mech Factory? Or one of these other weird places? Fuck it, let's go to the Mech Factory. Let's just immediately go there. We can check out the rest of the planet later if we want. Afterward. Quite the space battle. Good thing they don't all show up at once. Good thing their grav drives are just fucked up. They can't synchronize or whatever. It's no wonder that they were losing the war before the like mass civilian casualties. Good God. Okay. Let us get up and we'll do a little rest. Cool. Good. Oh, Hadrian, I almost forgot.
Look who it is.
I have something for you.
Plenty of space in my pack if you need to unload some things.
Oh God, I forgot to take stuff out of your inventory to sell. My bad, Hadrian. Okay. But I do have your gene tag. I feel like you should have that. There you go.
Bye, Captain.
Rather than me, you know? Let's head down here.
Is there a way to go faster than the speed of light? And none of that grav tech cheating?
How is that cheating? Oh, because you're not... We're folding space. Yeah, you technically aren't even going faster than the speed of light, right? It's like a wormhole, isn't it? I believe? Isn't that what we had heard? We're folding space over itself to create a wormhole every time we grav jump. Look at this asshole. Hey, is this like an ideal planet for me? This is looking pretty nice out here. Shit, maybe we found our outpost place. You know? Maybe this will be one of them. Look, this looks pretty nice. I mean, it's nighttime, but from what I can see, it's very nice looking. Okay. Turn on our light. Why not? Oh, come on! Who just puts mines there? Okay. Fortunately, I have a jetpack. Can we disarm them? Yeah. But I don't get that satisfying fallout ka-ching whenever I successfully disarm one. Okay. Good.
This is Paxton Hull, commanding officer of the First.
This is Lyle Schnupp! You're under arrest!
Sending a lone deputy out here.
No, I have Hadrian with me.
But I'll give credit where it's due. You're a hell of a pilot.
Thank you!
You're seeking justice. It's waiting for you inside.
Oh my gosh. Are we about to... Oh, okay. I was expecting it to open and we would have like a Metal Gear boss fight. Right? I'd be like, oh my god, they put mechs in the game after all, right? Because if any faction would use mechs, it really sounds like it would be the First Cavalry. If they would have like a big, wild mech boss fight. Look at this. If we were in Mass Effect right now, we would know for sure that there would be a firefight right here. Look at all this fucking, like... Look at all this waist-high cover. Fucking Commander Shepard waltzes into a new area, immediately met by waist-high cover. Oh, fuck. Shit's going haywire in here. But look at these! Look at these walking platforms. They took it very literally. It's a weapons platform. Okay. Oh, no, okay, never mind. This is hydraulic, it's like the shit for working on cars for moving that around. I thought it was just a pair of legs with, like, a fucking Mario 3D platformer area on it, you know? There's a fucking mech level in another Mario game or whatever. Dude is jumping around between mech legs. God, that sounds great, actually. Oh.
Captain.
Hold up, I thought we were here to chat. Okay.
I wonder if there are others with that power out there somewhere.
Yeah, Hadrian, I think we've seen them. Have you seen them though, Hadrian? Maybe you haven't. Shit, Hadrian, I gotta show you some of these weird freaks. Okay. Good. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Shut you right in the booty. Let's get in there. Whoop! Used my wrong thing. That's the right one. An advanced lawgiver. Oh. First soldier outfit. And not as good as the other one. Seems more like a spacesuit. That does. Okay. Sure. You know, speaking of Metal Gear, very fucking bold to tackle the whole mech situation in video games when your main, like, at least on narrative level or whatever, your main competition is Metal Gear, right? Like, I don't know if you can get much better than the sort of social commentary that Metal Gear Solid laid forth with regards to, you know, mechs being sort of a stand-in for nuclear weapons and other various, not just nuclear weapons, but other fucked up, I don't know, forms of advanced warfare. Advanced warfare. Okay. Let's see, anything else here? Look at this. This is a big old root. Cool. Oh shit. Is this place like really heavy? No, it's 0.95. Okay. Sure. That said, I'd be down for them to try. I don't think they've really said all too much about mechs with regards to sort of their outlawing, you know, at least not yet. We may get that here, though, right here. Because the xenowarfare and xenobiology research was, like, at the forefront of the UC Vanguard arc, right? Sort of showing, oh yeah, this is super fucked up and all of that, and it's meant to be sort of commentary on contemporary stuff in such a way, right? But we've had very little discussion in the way of mechs. Okay. Let's hear out some mech stuff. They got the fucking poster in yellow, or the flag in yellow. It evokes something. A poster with yellow and a little bit of like black or brown on it in such a way. I don't know, as an American, I can't help but think of some other similarly colored flags. Alright. Great.
I'm a man of action. I've got
Cool.
no use for lies. So when I tell you that you're being manipulated, you know I'm telling the truth. You think the Council of Governors really cares about anything but themselves? They're greedy and corrupt. You're a tool in the hands of the unworthy, just like I once was. I was loyal. I followed orders, and I led good men and women to their deaths. I'll carry the stain of that dishonor to my grave.
I mean, I think dude is like almost there, you know? Dude is almost there. Because so far we've also, as well, let alone mechs, we've had very little shit that's actually critical of the Freestar military, right? The Freestar Rangers maybe, but more so their military outfit. Because I'm not even sure, are the Freestar Rangers, they're like divorced of the actual military organization that the Freestar Collective uses. It's like militia and whatnot.
Big mistake.
Because they are totally wrong about, like, how fucked up it is. But in the same breath,
Love to meet the person who taught you.
they're very much, like, doing it for the wrong reasons. Like, very much like, we wanted to finish the fight or whatever, or it was, like, a disgrace. And some shit. They're coming at it from that angle rather than... they're coming at it from more of a Warhawkish angle. You know, they're very bloodthirsty, it feels. Right? Like, they put their blood on the line, therefore they need to draw some blood. They lost some blood, they want blood in return, you know? Almost an eye for an eye situation, you know, very much leaning into the whole revenge is makes you both shit. I forget the idiom. But you know, that's what they're getting at. More so than like, oh yeah, your veterans and stuff are in and of themselves partly victims in a fucked up, cruel system, right? Your military veterans are often treated poorly or disregarded in many ways by a system that is also super fucked, right? Like, it makes use of them in order to protect the well-being of these higher-ranking members of whatever body, and discards them when they're done with them, and does not always treat them well upon, you know, discards them. It is meant to be a term that is not endearing, right? It treats them very poorly. And I don't know. I'd be interested to see if this really gets down to that. I feel like it's not, though. Based on what we've seen so far, it feels like they're alluding to something else going on. Or maybe they'll just be bad. Because, you know, we've already killed so many. Dude, like, the hardest way they would go is if they wanted me to also feel kind of shitty for killing these people. You know? That I am also, by way of joining the Freestar Rangers, I'm kind of a piece of shit. And for just blindly carrying out their orders and killing these people, which they are all, to be clear, they're also fucked up. Like I said, they're very Warhawkish for their angle being, yeah, we want our piece of meat too. We lost our people, therefore we want them to lose people too, right? That was originally our goal, and because we weren't allowed to do that, we feel betrayed, right? More so, it would be better if their angle was like, yeah, we just want our people treated better. Yeah, we weren't into the fighting either. It was a necessary situation that we were put in. We all understand that. And some of us joined for a myriad of reasons, you know, just as it is in real life, you know. People join for whatever reason. Some good, some bad, some out of just being in the wrong place at the wrong time with not enough fucking resources, right? Some people just need, like, a form of paycheck, as it were. Or, you know, even if it is bad, you change your mind over time. But that's neither here nor there. It totally seems like they're approaching this from a different angle. But hey, like I said, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. It feels, though, like we're just going to get to a point where it's like, yeah, you shouldn't be killing people. Which, true enough, you shouldn't, but it doesn't really get at the root of what the fuck is going on with these folks. Like, ideally, I would love this to be a oh my god. Motherfucker almost killed me. I would love this to be a commentary on, like, the fucked up nature of the military-industrial complex and the way in which, like I said, it just runs through humans, you know? Both in form of having you go kill the enemy's soldiers and all of that, who aren't even, in some cases, aren't even directly responsible for, like, the decisions of the governing bodies that they represent. I would love for it, and also, of course, oh, dear God, I just fucking lost my train of thought. But, yeah, I would love it to be more commentary on the military-industrial complex, but I'm not sure if it's going to go in that way, right? Because, for real, before we go into this room, I'm trying to delay this, because we're definitely going to have a big speech here, aren't we? But the way in which the Freestar was super fucked up, and how they ran through all that shit, right? And they did sort of realize it at one point or another when they saw that their militia was getting so fucked up and killed, you know? I don't know. I would love to see that as commentary, but like I said, I really don't think we're going into it. But hey, maybe we are. Maybe we'll go right in here, and we're gonna get a nice, juicy bit of exposition. Not yet. We're gonna have to shoot more dudes. Okay. I think we're getting snipped at. Take that. Particle fuse. Yeah, it's the First Cavalry. They're trying to shoot us, Hadrian.
Looks like we're alone out here.
Let's see, the Orchid Merchant, Gravity Paradigm, Synth Meat, Milk, and Carrot. Future Milk is non-perishable. Oh dear. There's a novice lock on it. Still don't have enough digipicks to be comfortable just opening shit like that willy-nilly. Especially not when I could open a mysterious door that I can't even see inside of. Okay. How about... oh, one of these. Good. And then... yep, we'll do that. Cool. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think I've fucked it. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, let's leave that. I think it's cheaper to just leave rather than undo, you know? Because undoing costs you a pick every time, doesn't it? So if you need, yeah, if you need to undo the entire thing or you're not sure, just leave the UI and re-enter, because then you only use up one digipick. Okay, let's just use our auto slot secret method. Good. Okay, lovely. Great. Got some udon mini bite. Though I do think they have a convenient out with regards to maybe the Freestar Collective being shitty about its treatment of its soldiers and veterans. In that we don't really fully know the whole situation just yet, right? Like, there are a few ways they can write themselves out of that to make them seem less shitty. But so far, like, if we're filling in the blanks, it definitely seems that way. Man, look at this shit. Okay. Like, I do think it's super fucking wild and, like, daring of them to have it to have us literally killing a bunch of war veterans, right? Like, we're looking at these dudes and it says veteran, you know? That's really wild. But I don't think they're I'm worried that they're not willing to go the extra mile, so to speak, with regards to commentary on the military-industrial complex and shit, right? Like, I think I could see a world in which they're quick to just paint the Freestar Rangers as exclusively good. Okay. Which I think in some ways maybe highlights sort of the more simple nature of Starfield that we have seen, wherein it's fairly pro cop, right? A lot of times Starfield, like we said, Starfield fucking loves cops. It seems like, and I think that in this situation, you're just meant to read it like, yeah, these are bad guys. You're the police. Stop them. I would love it if it turned it on its head, and there's opportunity for it to do that, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure they will. Ooh, Tesla calibrated bridger. Ooh. Rounds will sometimes emit electricity where they land that damages and slows nearby targets. Med theft, chance that humans drop extra meds on death, and space adapt. Ew. Okay. Probably not that good. In truth. Not ideal roles for that. I'll take it though, it's worth selling. Let's get reloaded. Wow, is our acid proc actually gonna... Wow, get a kill.
I can't believe we let them escape.
Hadrian, we killed them. We did not let them escape at all. If anything, speaking of Hadrian, the UC Vanguard quest arc ain't half bad for that, right? For levying these criticisms, right? With regards to how the Red Devils were treated, with regards to, you know, them being critical of their own shit with the Xeno warfare with Terramorphs, and it kind of bites them in the ass, right? But they do admittedly go kind of soft on, like, the president, and they're fairly optimistic about, like, yeah, this governing body, the ones who put everything in place, they're all gone. Nobody else believes in that shit anymore. Don't worry. All the people here, the current standing president, all the governing people and whatnot inside of her cabinet, they're all chill, right? They're all just good. This turns out it wasn't a systemic issue. It wasn't that this system was inherently set up to breed this sort of mentality, right? It's a very, I don't know, naive and optimistic way of looking at it, I feel. But it did levy those criticisms nonetheless, even if it concluded on a more naive note than I would have liked. Like I said, by way of the Terramorphs sort of impacting their own people. The Red Devil shit was really good and really well handled, I think. Of course, the Vae Victus shit was fucking incredible. Man, look at this. Oh, cool. Just being near it is enough. Will I die instantly if I jump into it? Hang on. I gotta find out. Right? Am I in some, like, Elder Scrolls shit, or am I... Woo! Okay. Doesn't kill you instantly, but the spacesuit, we do suffer a lot of environmental damage. Okay, let's quick load that. I don't want to walk around at half health. Just, I have no idea what this final dude's gonna be armed with. Okay. Cool. This is like the second time we've seen lava, and it's not been on a planet. It's been, like, in a fixed area or whatever. In a dungeon.
How is that even possible?
How do you even know what I'm doing, Hadrian? Can you also see them lit up like this when I do that? Maybe she just sees me hold up my hands and some little whoosh come off. Okay. First soldier outfit. Is that the cool one? Nah. Okay, we'll take that. Good. Okay. And you know what? Another way in which it kind of is getting at, right, where the game shows some teeth, so far, and we've seen a very limited amount of it, is with their, like, stand-in for the CIA. That shit was really good, too. What very little we've seen of it so far. And I imagine we'll see a whole lot more as we get into their whole quest arc. Right. But that was really good. Let's heal this up. Great. I guess it's a lot of words to say. So far, this has felt very safe, even relative to the other factions, which were quite like scathing commentary. Even if at times it felt a little naive, right? But like I said, hey, we'll see. Maybe he'll change things up here. I've no idea how much longer we've got to go. Like, this could be the final quest. This could be the guy. The final dude, or whatever, right? We find out not only their leader here, but also who's been bankrolling them. Let's do a quick save. Okay. I'm ready to be surprised.
The greatest fighting force the Freestar Collective has ever seen. At the Battle of Nira, the First Cavalry was destroyed. Why? Because the generals got scared and asked for a truce. I've got no sympathy for cowards, or for the people who put them in power. I've also got no sympathy for those who do their bidding. And this means you.
Yeah, I would love a more sympathetic angle on this dude. Like I said, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to find Paxton Hull here sympathetic, because his whole angle is just like, yeah, I want to kill people. We lost people and they should lose people too. And we weren't allowed to fucking murder fucking people in war. Right? It's very much the way in which it's written is taking the side of the sort of governing body of the Freestar, you know? Which certainly was right to call for a truce, you know? But the correct angle, or not the angle I would like to see, is one in which they are critical of how the Freestar Collective has effectively discarded these people, right? They did not handle their whole demilitarizing all of these civilians, right? Because they were civilians. They weren't even trained military. They were, the First Cavalry was, like, the Freestar Collective's entire governing body is a militia, right? I think. And that extends to the First Cavalry. And like I said, the best way to comment on that would be how they're mistreating these folks. How they're just kind of brushed aside. Sort of like with the Red Devils, right? The Red Devils were a very good way in which they handled that, I thought. I thought it was very good and nuanced. Because even members of the Red Devils, like, will look back at shit that they have done and not fucking like it, you know? Be like, yeah, what we did was fucked up. Right? It's a lot more fucking somber and sad. Like, yeah, we were in a fucked up position and we did fucked up things, And looking back, I fucking regret the shit out of a lot of that. Good God.
I'm gonna end you!
If I hadn't seen you use it myself, I'd never believe that power was real.
You're mine!
Okay. Damn, where'd they all run to? Fucking A. Thought we could do one of these, yeah.
We're the best there is!
We're the best there is. But what they do, it isn't very nice. Damn, where'd they come from?
Think you can take me?
Look at that. The dot effect is actually not half bad. We've gotten 2 kills off of it? That said, maybe we've just gotten lucky.
I can take
Okay, let's check those doors we passed by before we forget. Let's see here. Right, this one had the industrial robot. There's one over here. Can we go in here? I think these might just be spawn closets. No! Holy shit. What's this? That's just a one little... Oh. Some Quama foragers in here. Okay. This shit really weaves around. 0 wire, no thanks. A lot of Xeno grub. Okay. Good. Recon stim, some ammo. Oh shit, master pick. Okay, we'll do it. Pop that into there, and how about this ring? Could do this. Fuck it, let's try it. Okay. If we use that, will this fit? No. Huh. Eee. Well, if we go like... Yeah, okay, that works. And then here. Perfect. Okay. What have we got? Creds. Semi-metal. Sterile nanotubes. Settler workwear. Nah. Okay. Anything over here? Various implements. Ooh, Xeno warfare tech. Okay. Good. Let's pop a quick save in case we get fucked up here. Some sushi. Okay, is this one also going to snake around? Yeah. Look at this asshole. Okay. Yeah, I think maybe they're suffering from a... And like I said, we're probably jumping the gun. In fact, we definitely are jumping the gun talking about this while we're going in here, when it may be revealed that all of our issues and qualms are answered right here. Right? But hey, it gives us something fun to think about while we're making our way through this. But, I wonder if they have an issue differentiating the two factions Like, aesthetically, they couldn't be more different, you know? As far as, you know, oh, this one relies on xeno-warfare tech, this one on mechs. You know, those are the two big things that they've both outlawed as a result of the colony war, right? But in practice, as narrative devices, the mechs and the terramorphs functionally are the same, you know? As a narrative device, they're like the same, right? So far. There we go. Let's reload that. Okay. Good. Alright, and let's... oh, shit. Let's get our little detector on. Okay, fuck it. Let's just roll up. Can we knock them off? Oh, shit. Okay.
I'm gonna end you! I can handle this!
Shit. I'll just shoot you. Okay. Let's see. How about up top? There was another person here. Yep. Let's take your stuff. Let's get a little bit closer. Close ground. Pop that. Man, there are a bunch of people. Speaking of advanced warfare, it's like the most sort of military shooter the game has felt yet. Which is very fitting for this, right? This is very fitting. Oh. Got too many fucking incoming bullets, huh? At the very least, we're getting rid of a lot of these trauma packs, which are heavy as shit. Got a turret on us now, too. Oh. Hey there. Eat a butt. Some worms, I'll munch on them. Take your ammo. Good. Okay. There's a turret there too. We should probably take that out. Okay. Let's get our knockdown readied for this. Good. Whew. What do you need more than a shotgun and a pistol, hmm? Okay. Axior energy. Some type of generator, I guess. Explosives, ammo, nothing there. Another fucking snaking dig area. I wonder why they have these. Why are these here? Why did they just see the factory and then decide to dig out a whole bunch of tunnels through its walls? Because they controlled the whole place, right? It's not like they had to assault it, as far as we know, to take it over. Refined tombstone. Hope Tech cap. Okay. I've already got a Hope Tech cap, though. Speaking of Hope Tech, I feel like we're gonna turn the corner on something there with them real quick, too. Okay. Over here, what have you got? Take that. Digipick, thank goodness. Take all that turret stuff. Instigating refined tombstone. Yeah, no thanks. Got a robot in here. Okay, sure. Let's pop a quick save. Backpack or boost pack even. Alright.
You come here seeking justice? Well, what about justice for my soldiers?
Let's hear him out.
Away minutes from winning the battle and the war when the ceasefire order came down. Now there's a debt of honor, and the people who betrayed us, the people of the Free Star Collective, are going to pay.
Yeah, I feel like the more morally gray area wouldn't be to have the the First Cavalry be so bloodthirsty, you know? Like, it's so much more interesting to me if they agreed with the ceasefire but were just mistreated and discarded, and then by virtue of that, they wanted to try and change things, you know? Sort of like, take what you did with the Red Devils, but then make it to where they're vastly mistreated more so than the Red Devils. Because the Red Devils were also in some ways discarded, but they found community in each other and had the little outposts and stuff, right? They had their little bar, so they didn't seem that bad off because they were able, by circumstance or whatever, to find one another. Beast Hunter's calibrated shock troop space helmet. Beast Hunter, pretty fucking bad, right? Let's see. Attention first, the time has come. Soldiers of the First, I just got word that the Free Star Rangers finally caught on to the operation. We have to assume that sooner or later, they'll find us here. Starting now, we'll keep a regular combat patrol in orbit, with on-deck pilots ready to fly at a moment's notice, at the first sign of anything jumping in. You've probably heard stories about the noble Free Star Rangers and all the good they do. Just remember that they're still puppets of a corrupt and spineless government that turned its back on us, and they aren't coming here to talk. I know you'll be ready to do what's necessary when the time comes. Right? Like, it's so much more interesting if him saying they're still puppets of a corrupt and spineless government isn't with regards to the First Cavalry wanting to have killed more people, right? It's very difficult to ingratiate yourself to that, right? Would have been way cooler, I think, if they were written to be like, yeah, we were trying to get out of there too, but man, they just did not have any support for us whatsoever. Here's a cool way. People of the Free Star Collective actually were calling for the ceasefire, right? Because it is a militia force, and they forced the governing body into that position. Finally, the governing body, or whatever, of the Free Star had to cave to the overwhelming demands of ceasefire after what Vae Victis pulled in shooting down the civilian barricade or whatever, right? Or not civilian, but, well, yeah. The whole militia situation, right? The shit that Vae Victis pulled that got him, like, court-martialed or whatever, right? It would be so much cooler if the overwhelming majority had of the Free Star Collective and its citizenry did not like the war, right? And the sentiment only continued to grow, and eventually it hit a boiling point when Vae Victis pulled off, like, this horrific war crime and just mercilessly slaughtered a whole fuckload of people, right? And then, finally, the governing body of the Free Star Collective had to answer and stop just throwing bodies at this problem, you know? But then the issue arises that causes the First Cavalry to, coalesce in such a way that they have here. The issue would be that the Free Star Collective's governance expected them all to die, right? They didn't have the resources necessary to properly support the war having gone another way, right? Them having sent all these people to their death was part of the fucking plan. How fucking fucking rad would that have been? Oh my god. I mean, I guess there's still room for that to be the case, but it really doesn't seem like it. Right? I want it to have been the case that they wanted them to die. That they were hopeful that, maybe not all of them, but at least a good amount of them would die because the Freestar Collective's economy, the amount of resources that they have, just could not support them otherwise, right? It would be make or break on either they need to be able to expand in areas where the UC would prohibit them, or they have a bunch of their people die, right? They wipe out a huge bunch of their people, and at the same time, they're raking in money from producing military armaments and shit, right? Oh my god. Because what is truer in life than so many governing bodies and businesses that back them, right? In more capitalistic, societies and whatnot, like the United States, wherein they make bank off of war, right? War is so profitable, you know? I would love it if this were, like, ultimately a commentary on that shit. That would be the perfect way to separate sort of what feels like a muddied water between the commentary of the UC Vanguard arc and the Freestar Rangers arc, wherein they're both kind of looking down the barrel of a prohibited sort of form of warfare, the Xeno warfare tech and the mechs and shit like that. They both have their disaffected bunch of veterans. Here, the First Cavalry, there, the Red Devils and stuff. That would be such a good way of defining them separately, I think. Oh my god. Imagine if we go in there and we find out all this shit. Okay. Maybe. Unlikely. But I can hope. If there's one thing I am, despite everything, it's a little hopelessly optimistic. Okay. Oh, not many folks in here. Let's see. A refined Equinox. Ooh. Wonder if this will be worth picking into. I'm not convinced. Okay. Good. Oh dear. Have I simply just fucked myself? I may have done. Yeah, I think I've done it. Okay. Let's see here. Let's get that. And then this. Cool. And then if we do that, yep, okay. Great. Light particle fuse, staggering modified Varun star shard. Disassembler, staggering, those are pretty bad rolls, but the value is through the fucking roof. So it is worth it to vendor off. Heavy particle fuse. Okay. I don't know. I think they could also, like here, I don't know. We'll hold off on that bit until we get a little bit deeper in here and find out more shit. Right? But suffice it to say for now, it would be cool. Like, if they wanted, they could go the route of, yeah, both of these factions are bad with regards to the Freestar Rangers, the Freestar Collective governing body, and the First Cavalry. You could go about it and be like, yeah, all of these are just different degrees of bad. Everybody's kind of fucked up. They could do that. They've done it before in Skyrim, right? That in Skyrim, the Tamrielic Empire versus Skyrim Stormcloaks, both of them kind of suck ass in their own way, right? They're both shitty in their own way, thanks to the various, I don't know, effectively war crimes the various ones have pulled off in the in their pasts, right? They both have fucked up shit that they've done in the back. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, see, this is This is why I don't think it's going to go the way that I'm hopeful for, because as you've just seen, defeat Paxton Hull was an objective that just popped up there. Okay, what does this say? You take my stuff again, you die. Combat knife. Attention first, hallowed ground. Soldiers of the First. 20 years ago, I came to this factory and saw firsthand the pride and dedication with which the men and women working here created the greatest weapons of war ever crafted, the mech. When the corrupt and cowardly leaders of the Freestar Collective capitulated to the demands of the United Colonies and agreed to stop production of the mechs, they cut out the heart and soul of our fighting forces. Our mechs were more than machines. They were our comrades in arms. I want each and every one of you to know that you're standing on hallowed ground. Miracles were made here, and we'll treat this facility with the proper respect. If I see anyone defacing or destroying even a single inch of this holy forge of war, there will be consequences. Yeah, see, he's just fucking deranged, right? This holy forge of war, he's just fucking lost it. He's become like the children of Adam, you know? In that it's deeply unserious or whatever, right? Right, like you're not meant to take it too seriously. He's starting to go off the fucking deep end. Okay. Let's fuck him up.
I hate to see a tower like that used in war.
Good. Take some of that.
Take it on the first.
Great. Love that. Okay. Good stuff. Oh, that's a bad place to get stunned. Oh yeah, we don't even have words with this dude. We just blow him away. Let's save him for last.
Giving up.
Take this. Hauler's Shock Troop Balance Pack. Ooh, that might be good. Resources weigh 25% less. And probably not as good as our shit. I'm not even sure if I should have looted it. I think it's my old days of playing a lot of TF2 and maining Scout that gives me a propensity for using shotguns and pistols a lot. Because Scout used a pistol and shotgun as his loadout. Okay. Anything else around here? Good. Which all the classes were super fun and enjoyable, but definitely put the most time in on Scout. Alright. Well, let's do a save here. Maybe I can get a picture of him even if he's shooting at me. Oh, look, okay. We will actually get to talk. What do you have to say, you bald asshole?
I can't believe it. You just took on some of the best mercenaries in the Freestar Collective and cut right through them. If we'd have had more like you in the war, we could have planted our flag in New Atlantis.
I didn't want to hurt anyone, but I had to defend myself. The war ended a long time ago. Still reliving the glory days. You're pathetic, Hull. You're pathetic.
What the hell would you know about glory? That badge gives you power under the law.
but it doesn't give you the right to question what I sacrificed for the glory of the Freestar Collective. You don't know what it's like to look around and see the faces of warriors who trusted you to lead them as they die screaming. I watched brave men and women torn limb from limb by monsters. I saw mech pilots cooked alive in their cockpits as their machines burned. Those deaths didn't have to be meaningless, but spineless leaders gave up on us even when victory was within our grasp.
Yeah, see, it comes up across as so like fucking like preschool, right? With how his whole ordeal is, right? Like it hits so much harder if he didn't want the fight to begin with, you know? But the fact that he's saying all this shit, but just wanted to kill other soldiers, right? He's not actually interested in solving the issue. He just wants his fucking cut of meat, you know? It's not terribly hard hitting, I think. Like I said, it would have been so much better if the Freestar was in favor of the war and the First Cavalry were actually, and as well as the citizenry, had an interest in them pulling out, right? It'd be so much more interesting to me if it were the other way around. Who hired the first to seize farmland and why? No more stalling. You're going to tell me everything. You think hurting innocent people will avenge your fallen soldiers? Let's say that.
Innocent? Nobody is innocent while they allow corrupt leaders to take control. The Freestar Collective has lost its way. The dream that we fought for died a long time ago.
Yeah, I think that's the roughest part of this, is that's so close to being like really fucking good, I think. But it's just not quite there. I don't know. Alright. Who hired the first to seize farmland and why?
You really want to know? Because you might not like the answer. Last chance, deputy. You can walk away right now and remain blissfully ignorant, thinking you fight for a noble cause. But if you still want the truth, I'll shatter that illusion for you right now.
I can handle whatever you have to say. Quit stalling, I won't ask again. How do I know you'll be telling the truth?
Because I can prove it. You'll see.
Alright. We'll fucking talk.
We'll see about that. Not long after I started the First, I was contacted by a man who said he represented someone wealthy and influential. I refused to work for a shadow client, so he agreed to set up a meeting. Imagine my surprise when Ron Hope showed up.
Oh, man.
He offered me a lucrative contract to take possession of certain farms throughout Freestar space.
Yeah, they really were on the nose with that, weren't they? that was no big secret, huh? Look, if I figured out the fucking what do you call it? The heat leech terramorph link. Come on. Fucking Ron Hope being a bad guy after those early missions, that shit was child's play. Alright. And you accepted the contract? You saw a chance to get revenge on the Freestar Collective? What was special about those farms? How does a stolen Hope Tech ship tie into all of this? But also, before we go further, it is important to note that a predictable turn of events isn't necessarily bad, right? Very important to remember that just because you're able to predict that something will happen, doesn't necessarily mean that it's something that's like bad writing or whatever, that's uncompelling, that's uninteresting. But this just so happens to be, I do wish it were a little bit more compelling. Let's see. What was special about those farms?
All I know is that after we cleared the place out, Hope was sending in some kind of machinery. Our job was to make sure nobody saw the operation.
Man. And see, this would be even so much cooler as well, right? Yeah, fuck, that would be perfect. All right, remember what I was saying about how they could have played it differently to where, like, the First Cavalry are victims in their own sense, which they still are here, even despite this leader guy being so fucking bloodthirsty and warhawkish, right? They still are victims in a sense. It's just not as compelling as it could have been, right? But it would have been even better. It would have been even greater commentary. And they're still going for this, right? And props to them for that. But I feel like it would have been even doper if, well, what they're going for is you've got this force of capital or whatever, that being Ron Hope, who is invested in all this, right? Like we said in our hypothetical situation, wherein war drives money, dude. War gives you big bucks. You get a lot of money from war. Who better to involve than a corporate CEO like Ron Hope? You know? It would play in so well in that story. I just kind of dislike the idea that the First Cavalry feels so just like one note villainous, you know, because they're just so obsessed with not pulling out of the war, but they want to be more in the war. They're like, our people died, thus we need more people to die. Not necessarily ours, though some will, but really the enemy. We want to kill them too, right? It would have been so much more dope, I think, if the Freestar Collective citizens and the First Cavalry were on the same page in that, yeah, we didn't like the war, we wanted to get out of there. Afterwards, they just kind of treated us like shit, and then it kind of builds up to some grand conspiracy that they're treated like shit because they were never part of the equation. They were never factored in. They were expected to die out there, right? So as to avert future costs, so that way the Freestar Collective could continue to exist as its own entity, since it parted ways with the what do you call it? The UC, right? That it needed it to continue surviving. It needed to thrive on war in order to continue surviving at the rate that it was. Otherwise, it would fall back and behind, right? And that would also cut in very well to a lot of contemporary criticisms that are super valid with the United States of America, right? With our sort of own frequent tendencies for being war hawkish, directly or by proxy, as we have seen very recently, you know, churning out arms to sell, you know, shit like that. Fucked up. Because they're in a perfect position to be set up, the Freestar Collective is, to sort of be that mirror, to sort of be, like, set up in a way that they're perfect. They're positioned so well to be a commentary of the military-industrial complex, but the one misstep that they have had so far is that the First Cavalry are more mustache-twirling than they should be, I feel, right? Like, they are fucked up, but I don't know, their justifications for being fucked up are a little uninteresting, right? Not unrealistic, because you do get deranged people like this, right? But it's not, it's so much more interesting to me if they were more directly fucked over. Anyway, how does the stolen Hope Tech ship tie into all of this?
To keep the Rangers off the Sen, Hope wanted to hit a lot of places quickly and finish whatever he was doing before word spread. We needed another ship to meet his timetable, so he gave us the intel necessary to steal one from his factory. It also let him play the victim and keep suspicion to a minimum.
And you saw a chance to get revenge on the Freestar Collective.
The credits were good, but yeah, getting some payback was the real reward.
I'm bringing you in. You don't deserve to live. Was it worth it, Hull? Do you really think you accomplished anything? Let's say that.
You think I've lost? Is that it? I haven't lost. You go find Ron Hope and tell him what I've told you. Then you can deal out whatever justice you see fit. You do your job, and I get one last piece of vengeance against the Council. I'm gonna make this easy for you, Deputy. I'm gonna die the way I lived. Weapon in hand, no compromise, no fear. But first, here, take this. Use it to cut out the weakness rotting at the heart of the Freestar Collective. When the next war comes, and it will come, the Collective needs to be strong. Now my unit's waiting for me, and I'm gonna report for duty one last time.
I'm gonna report for duty one last time.
Goodbye.
Get the fuck out of here. Can we bring him in peacefully?
They got me!
Huh? Can we bring him in? No, I think I think we're gonna have to kill him. Hadrian, I tried. I tried, Hadrian. Alright, despite the fact that we do have non-lethal weapons, we do have to kill this motherfucker. Alright, load him up. Get him right there in his asshole. Ah! Sneak attack! Alright. Good, we'll take all that. Key. First mercenary outfit. It is a good outfit. See, I love the look of it so much, but I don't like the idea of having the, the First Cavalry little badge there on the left side. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I do like it. Maybe it is kind of cool, right? Like, this is such a fucking fit. Look at that. It's pretty damn good. We'll take it, though. It's unique stuff, I think. Well, not the Bridger, but that was a misclick. Okay. Neat. So now where we need to head to... Oh, we got more goodies here to look through. Space helmet, and it's Beast Hunter. May as well be garbage. This heads right out to the loading dock. Good. Okay, we got a whole bunch of bods to look through, don't we? And see if there's any various forms of loot in this big room. Okay, good. Yeah, I would say... Yeah. Just to reiterate what we'd already said. This shit is so close to being extremely good, but it's not quite there. Right, they just didn't quite go the extra mile. If anything, it feels like a very... It feels like, dare I say, a very safe, like, liberal take on it, right? It's not very, like, leftist. It's not very, like, right-wing. It feels very safe and liberal. Right, which is kind of in line with a lot of how Starfield feels at times. Like I said, they fucking love cops here, right? They're very much into police, it feels, which is probably one of my least favorite parts of the narrative, you know? I don't know. Let's see over here. Because even with the UC Vanguard, you still have all the shit with, like, the New Atlantis police force that you get involved with, you know? Okay. Over here, anything good? Huh. I'll take that. Oh, Captain's Log, Freestar Captain's Log, permanently do 5% more damage to robots. Cool. Despite the fact that, you know, I feel like we very infrequently do fight robots. Alright. How about over here? No, this is where we fought... Yeah, we'd already looked through this. I think we've gone through it all. I think. I'm not sure, though. I'm a bit fucking stupid. So I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Is that the way we came in from? Yeah, because there was the data slate holder. Okay. Tombstone there. Great. Okay. Yeah. And I think maybe also part of my driving desire to see it have played out that way is that I think conspiracy is so fucking compelling in fiction, right? Especially in, like, science fiction when there's, like, yeah, just wild conspiracies as a way to sort of highlight and make light of not real-world conspiracies, but more so just fucked up shit in real life, to put it in a put it more reductive way. Okay. Because it's all right, you know. This is all right, but it could be better. It could be so much better. Like, I do love the fact that the Freestar Rangers are so buddy-buddy with Ron Hope, and then, Ron Hope turns out to be a massive piece of shit, right? That's good. That's good. But I kind of dislike the idea of them just making the First Cavalry so one-dimensionally evil, you know, in that their leadership is just obsessed with not getting out of the war, but having more war. You know, that's where it kind of falls apart for me. Which, of course, people like that do exist. But I don't know. Like, especially when he comments on, like, yeah, I saw people fucking melted inside of their pilot seats. I saw people, like, torn apart by a hail of gunfire, shit like that. And he's like, and I wanted us to keep being at war. You know, that's such a great speech to follow up with, yeah, and we didn't want any of it. No one did at the time, except, right? Because they were monetarily invested in the whole war, right? It was the only way to keep the Freestar Collective alive, was the pouring of blood from its own citizenry, right? Shit like that. That would be fucking, right? Like I said, that's probably the hardest thing for me, is that it's so close to being fucking amazing, but it's just not quite there, in my opinion. All right. Well, when next we come back, are we heading directly to Ron Hope, or are we? Yeah, we're going to Hopetown. All right. When next we come back, really feels like we're wrapping this shit up. I don't know. Until next time, please take care of each other.